Okay, folks, thanks for bearing with me. I know this is taking a while, but at least it would have been thorough, and it's almost as if I was sitting with you across a table, like I did for my first presentation with the family from the U.S. Just taking them through my presentation until and showing them what you're seeing now. So, how does one get started? And here we claim that we can make your crypto journey simple and enjoyable, simply because from previous experience with other businesses, I understand that if you just provide people with the right information, the way the information would have the most value and impact, and then if you can just lay out to them what is the next step, also in a very simple, systematic way, then people are able to come up, make a plan, move, speak to somebody else, and so on. And so this is why I thought it was important to actually add voice to this presentation rather than just sending you the PowerPoint and for you to go through it yourself. And so the first thing that you need to do if you want to get started, or when you are ready to get started, is to sign up for a wallet. And by a digital wallet is critical. It's the first step, because you need a wallet from which to buy, sell, send, and receive Bitcoins. In South Africa, many of us have signed up with Luno, simply because Luno is linked to most major South African banks, and that allows for seamless transfers between your bank account and digital wallets. And there are a few simple steps outlined in this particular guide that I've called signing up for Luno wallet, and you can access it through that link. There's no voiceover to that presentation yet, but I'm thinking about just doing it so that people can understand. It took my sister a long time to figure this whole thing out by herself, because she thought I was so busy and I travel so much for my job, and she was just trying to figure it out herself. And then when she saw my guide, she was like, "Oh my God! Like, this would have saved me countless sleepless nights and just trying to figure out what the hell to do." And so you follow the simple steps in this guide. If you happen to be sitting in another country like Thailand or Colombia or wherever, in Finland or Norway, then what I've done here is I've put together a link in which you can access, and I hope that these links are live. If not, I will include them in the email or in the post. You can access this link, and this link will speak about the 10 of the world's most popular wallets. The main point is that you need to be able to transfer fiat currency or paper money from where it sits in your bank account or your credit card into a digital wallet. Once it's sitting in that digital wallet, then you convert it into Bitcoins, and it's very easy to do that once it's inside the wallet. And once it's inside the wallet as a Bitcoin, it will give you what is your wallet address, and then you will get from whoever else you're transacting with what is their wallet address. And then once you press send like an email, instantaneously the Bitcoins are arriving in that person's wallet address, whether they're sitting here or whether they're sitting in New York City. Okay, so that's the first step. The second step, should have said step 2 here, is signing up with BTC Global, which is signing up with the traders. So I will never handle your money. I will never see your money or your Bitcoins. It happens between you and the traders. To invest with BTC Global, you need to have done 2 things. Number 1, open a digital wallet, and number 2, deposit local currency into that wallet, as I've just explained. Next, you will need to convert your local currency into Bitcoins, and you're now ready to invest a minimum of $1,000 worth of Bitcoins. A lot of people are investing 2,000, 3,000, 10,000. It depends on what you have and how fast you wanna move. If you don't have $5,000, like was the case for me, there was no way I was going to invest $5,000 into this. My plan now, that I'm completely confident through looking at my results in the back office, is to begin every month to invest fresh capital. So I can take another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10,000 rands, and I can just put it in there instead of just wasting it. So you'll see that you'll become even more mindful of what you're doing with your money, because that money could be working for you and producing you big returns. And so here also I've got a simple guide called Investing with BTC Global. Follow the link. There's no voice yet. You just follow the steps, and it's got snapshots like I'm doing here. It's got snapshots of your next step. So not only do you read about your next step, you can see it, what that page is going to look like. I'm circling where you need to click. It's very simple to go through. And finally, you've got my email address, olivier@bluefields.co. If I can assist further at all, I'll I'll also, as things move, I will come up with, figure out what it is that people are having the most hiccup with, what kind of questions are coming up, and I will make additional guides. The idea is that you should be completely autonomous and be able to make a decision and get going and get started and refer if you choose to or not through these simple guides, simply because I do not have time. I currently still employed, and I travel a huge amount. I'm in a different African country practically for a few nights every week, and so I don't have time. And so this is why I'm doing this. So I hope this was valuable to you. Take some time to think about it. It's a lot of information and it sounds pretty surreal, but just keep in mind that our money is compounding 2% every day, and by the time you see this, just look at the date on your watch or on your phone or on your computer and compare that to the date this presentation was created, which is coming to close to the end of November, actually November 21st, and just realize that my money has kept compounding and I've injected fresh income, and where my returns might be sitting at the time you're watching this. And so get involved as soon as possible.